You've been pretty outspoken about your beginning of your career and being assigned to Dr. Dre's Aftermath Records and being dropped and having to start from the scratch. Like, how was that? And what was it like, you know, building yourself up from the ground up and just working through your dark moments?
Yeah, I mean, in the moment, it sucked. But after I had some reflection, I knew it wasn't meant for me.
The cast of characters in rap music usually reads as drug dealer, pimp, hustler, gangster, scholar, teacher, and then women. Female MCs have been separated as a subset, historically left as novelty items in rap, as if gender separates your lyrical prowess. But women have been controlling the mic for as long as spoken word has been an art form, experimenting and shaping this genre of music to tell unique stories that document the human experience.
You niggas capitalize on lies, surprise, open your eyes, baby girl from Illidale here to enhance your lives.
Those were the first lines from Eve's debut song, Eve of Destruction, released in 1998. These bars would exemplify the career of one of the best MCs in the game, that carried the torch for rappers that fought bar for bar to stand out in a field where their skills were doubted. But they are here to stay, and you definitely gonna be mad you doubted them. Today on Cocoa Butter's The Era, we explore the style, lyricism, and stories of women in hip-hop through the eyes of one of the best. Eve, rap goddess and the first lady of Ruff Ryders. Evie.
Hi.
How you doing?
How are you? I'm
so
good.
Happy to have you here today.
Thank you for having me.
We could not talk about the 90s without talking about your impact on the culture. So let's take it back to West Philly, shall we?
Yeah.
So growing up in West Philly, you were a choir girl.
Yeah.
You were singing.
Yeah.
That was your first love.
It was. I sang I did. I sang a lot. I sang in almost every choir. Even before I started rapping, I had a singing group, and then I started rapping.
Wow.
Yeah.
What made you get into rap?
It got me more attention, literally. Like, because a lot of girls, especially in my neighborhood, nobody was rapping, everybody was singing. So I was like, well, let me do what is the most impactful. But also, I always used to write poetry anyway. So it just felt like a easy transition, I guess.
Yes. In a male-dominated industry, how did West Philly prepare you for that?
Oh my God, listen, if you know people from Philly people are feisty.
Y'all are tough.
Okay?
I'm scared y'all half the time.
Philly people are feisty. Philly chicks are definitely feisty. And I always say I would never want to be from any other city. I love all cities, but Philly made me who I am. Philly gave me the strength to go through all the things that I went through to get where I am.
Yeah, what impact, if any, did the 80s female MCs have on you when you were trying to get into the rap?
I mean, listen, Latifah, Salt and Pepper, MC Lyte, like they were my everything. I loved them because they were in a male-dominated space. They were still very much strong, feminine women. Like, and I was like, I like this. I like this. Like, I feel like I can do that. So, yeah, they meant everything to me.
The 80s set the tone for originality, fashion, and ladies holding their own. As the years progressed, women established themselves as unshakable, and MC Lyte became the first solo female rapper to release a studio album with 1988's Light as a Rock.
Must I say it again? I said it before. Move out the way when I'm coming through the door. Me, heavy, as light as a rock.
You've been pretty outspoken about your beginning of your career and being assigned to Dr. Dre's Aftermath Records and being dropped and having to start from the scratch. Like, how was that? And what was it like, you know, building yourself up from the ground up and just working through your dark moments?
Yeah, I mean, in the moment, it sucked. But after I had some reflection, I knew it wasn't meant for me. It just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
You know, I went from a place of feeling deflated and being like, I knew this wasn't gonna happen. Because, you know, deep down, I feel like we all go for our goals, but we always have that little voice that's like, it's not gonna happen. And when it doesn't, sometimes you can trick yourself into thinking like, this wasn't meant for me. But that second time around was like, I'm glad that didn't happen.
Yeah.
I'm happy that didn't happen.
Absolutely, it taught you a lot.
It taught me everything.
In 1999, Eve released her first album, Let There Be Eve, Ruff Ryders' First Lady, while they were at the top of their game with acts like DMX, The Lox, and super producer Swizz Beatz. Eve gave you lyrical prowess on tracks like Dog Match, going bar for bar with her label mate DMX. Is it true that before you were signed to Ruff Ryders, you had to battle rap the entire roster?
I did.
In order to gain the respect and the record deal?
Yeah, pretty much. That's how I got signed. I got a call literally from Jimmy Iovine to my manager just being like, yo, you need to go to Yonkers tonight. And I was in Philly, so we drove up to Yonkers, and literally they were like, well, let's see what you got. And it was in the studio in Powerhouse, and it was me and Dragon, and I believe Infrared.
How long was this battle rap?
I honestly can't remember. It could have been 5 minutes, it could have been 5 hours. I remember being in that space, but I don't remember, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so whatever, I just knew I was
yeah.
rapping for my life.
Yeah.
You know, basically, it was like, this is it. This was, if I didn't do what I was supposed to do, they wouldn't sign me, and I knew that.
Now, the 90s brought about an era of iconic acts that took hip-hop in several directions. Pillars like Lil' Kim's Hardcore and Lauryn Hill's Miseducation of Lauryn Hill showed the complexities that female MCs were capable of. Then came the reign.
Me, I'm super fly, super duper fly, super duper fly.
Missy Elliott isn't just an iconic rapper. She changed the sound of music from the ground up. Her sound, unique. Her delivery, iconic. Her look, Afrofuturist. You couldn't place her in a box back then, and you sure as hell can't now. Her induction into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2019 was long overdue. And that Vanguard Award, it's about damn time. You were one of the first women to really break out on the scene and just set this tone for women. So today we're seeing a lot of women just coming through the rap industry.
Yes, thank
God. Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj collabing,
yes,
Cardi B and Lizzo showing love to each other, #1 in the charts. Missy Elliott win the Vanguard Award. Finally, right?
Yes,
How's it
finally,
make you feel?
exactly. Like, that took forever. But it feels beautiful. It feels amazing. I think it's been years where there was such a span of time, that there was no female voice. You have to have male and female. You have to have, yin and yang and all of that. You have to have it. And I think for a long time, the industry was so male dominated, like with the opinions and the voice and the imagery. So thank God, we needed some female energy.
On her second album, Scorpion, she gave you the banger Let Me Blow Your Mind with singer Gwen Stefani, which won the first Grammy for Best Rap Song Collaboration.
Some of y'all hot psych, I'm gassing. Clowns, I spot them and I can't stop laughing. Easy come, easy go, Evie gon' be lasting.
What was that like stepping into the pop music scene? You're not battle rapping anymore, so you're like this whole new audience.
But it's funny because I've always only ever wanted to do music. Hip hop, it was my first love, and it was my way out. I hate to say way out because I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? But it was the thing I knew how to do, put it that way. But at the same time, people who knew me, like my family members, things like that, me going into doing that song with Gwen wasn't a surprise. My first 2 CDs, my mom was like, I'm gonna get you 2 CDs for your birthday. What do you want them to be? It was Nirvana and it was Bob Marley Legend. Those were my 2 first ever CDs. So my music taste has always been left and right and down the middle. So for me, it didn't feel weird wanting to do a track with Gwen, but for other people, because all they knew of me, was who I was from Ruff Ryders, it was like, wait, what? Why are you trying to do that? But I'm so happy it happened.
You've been multifaceted your entire career. From singing to rapping to acting. Eve, one of my favorite shows. Shelly was my girl. And now co-hosting On The Talk.
I know, it's
So
crazy.
now that you are now the one answering and asking the questions, how do you now view the media being on the other side of things?
I wanted people to get to know me on a different level beyond my music. I think people who know me know that I'm stupid, I'm goofy, I'm like, like I'm that girl. And I think through my music, you get that. But you don't get that. And I think I just wanted people to see me in this light of a woman, as a wife, as a stepmom, as, and because of all the life that I have been so blessed and lucky to have lived, it's a nice platform to be able to share all that.
And in the words of the ever-quotable Cardi B, I do what they say I can't. And that line is more true than ever. The amount of rappers leading the charge for distinct voices in hip-hop has bloomed into a multicolored musical stream from Young M.A. to Rhapsody, Megan Thee Stallion, and unique voices like No Name.
After school matters like I'm needing that stipend right now. In the car parking lot, got caught with the blunt like wow, wow.
What's one thing that you haven't done that you want to tap into now?
I have so many things, actually. I do. I write more, not just music, but whether that's poetry or novels, learn some languages, have some kids. There's a lot to do.
Any more acting on the horizon? Because Barbershop, all those films, you are amazing in it.
You.
It's good.
Yeah, I mean, I read scripts all the time. I think I want something that will really challenge me. Something dark, maybe, something...
A thriller? Can we see even a thriller?
I would love to do a
love
thriller.
it.
I would love to do a thriller. Or my dream role is literally like a special agent with a gun climbing up a wall and kicking somebody's ass. That's probably like my dream role.
Can we see Black Panther 2?
Listen,
Yeah.
yes.
Can it happen?
Please, that would be amazing.
I'm here for it. I see the whole outfit actually.
I feel that.
Okay.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yes.
Black Panther 2. We're calling it.
Yes, I love it. Let's put it out there.
Yes. What is your legacy? What do you want people to say when they think of Eve? When they talk about Eve, what do you want them to say?
I don't know. That's a big question. I feel like I do have so many things I feel like I still need to accomplish. I am a constant. I work on myself a lot. I just want to be the best human being that I can be. I feel like my contribution to this universe is to give out good energy, and that's all I want to do. And I feel like I still have so much of it to do. So I can't say yet because I'm not done.
Thank you so much for everything you've done for the culture.
Thank
for
you.
just paving
That's
the
so
way
nice.
for
Thank you.
MCs, for just rap and everything in between. Your impact on the culture is seen, it's heard, and celebrated. So thank you
so much.
Thank
you. Thank you for having me here. This is beautiful, and congratulations
Thank
on
you.
this. Yeah, for
I
sure.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Queen Eve, y'all.